The movie that you are about to watch is titled Bisi's Recruitment for Love. Enjoy. Bisi was a proud 25-year-old African lady, proud in the way a peacock is proud, except the peacock looks humble beside her. In her mind, marriage was not an emotional decision. It was a corporate position, and only the most qualified candidate could be hired. So, she established what she called the Bisi Husband Recruitment Agency. She even printed fake business cards. Her poor mother tried to talk to her. Bisi, love is about heart, not interview. But Bisi would simply adjust her imaginary tie and reply, Mummy, heart without qualifications is how people enter wrong relationships. Every suitor who knocked on her door had to pass through stage 1 reception. She would swing the door open dramatically like she was opening a multi-million company headquarters. Good afternoon. Your appointment time, please. The men would stutter, confused. Appointment? I just came to. Please, sir, follow procedure. Did you bring your CV? Does it have a passport photo? 2 referees? Okay, good, sit down. Then came stage 2, the interview room. It wasn't actually a room, just a plastic chair in her living room, but the way she positioned that chair under one bright bulb made even strong men sweat. Bisi would sit opposite them with a notebook, glasses she didn't need, and a pen she clicked aggressively for intimidation. First question, she'd say. Are you rich? One man fainted at that question alone. Next, are you bold? Another man whispered. Not bold enough for this. Grabbed his slippers and escaped. Are you responsible? One suitor confidently said yes, until Bisi asked him to define responsible in complete sentences. He choked on his own confidence. Do you have understanding? One said yes. She asked him to explain the difference between understanding and overstanding. He ran home barefoot. Bisi even introduced practical tests. She once handed a suitor a broom. Please sweep. I want to assess your domestic potential. He swept. She inspected. Your sweeping is not strategic. Failed. Another day, she handed a different man a calculator. Please calculate how many children we will have if we start in exactly 2 years and increase production annually. The man said, Production? She closed the file. You are not serious. Next. Soon her reputation spread. Men warned each other. Don't go near Bisi's house unless you want to write your high school exams again. Some even started carrying deodorant and pencils in case of emergency exams. But one day, something changed. A new suitor arrived, tall, calm, well-dressed. When Bisi opened the door with her usual HR theatrics, he smiled and handed her a folder.
My CV, Madam Interviewer.
She blinked. He continued.
I also brought my cover letter, certificate of responsibility, tax clearance, and my plan for our future children.
Bisi's eyes widened. This one came prepared for war. She led him to the interview chair and started her questions. Are you rich?
No, but I'm hardworking, and I won't stress you.
She paused. That was refreshing. Are you bold?
Bold enough to love you, but not too bold to give you headache.
Bisi blinked again. Are you responsible?
Yes. I iron my clothes, wash my socks, I don't shift blame. If I eat your food, and it's bad, I'll tell you respectfully.
She nearly choked from surprise. Do you have understanding?
Yes. I understand that marriage is teamwork, not dictatorship.
For the first time since starting the Husband Recruitment Agency, Bisi closed her notebook slowly, thoughtfully. The interview ended, and for once, a man left her house still smiling, not running. Her mother peeked from the kitchen. Bisi, how was the interview? Bisi folded her arms dramatically. Mummy, I think we have found a qualified candidate. Her mother almost fainted. And that is how Bisi, CEO, HR manager, and founder of the toughest husband interview process in Africa, finally met her match. It turns out, even the strongest interviewers eventually hire someone, especially when the right candidate walks in. Conclusion: Bisi's final background check with binoculars. Of course, Bisi could not simply fall in love like a normal human being. She sprinted to her window, pulled out a giant pair of binoculars, the kind wildlife researchers use to study lions, and pressed them tightly against her face. From behind the curtains, she observed. His walking style, steady, confident his posture, upright. No hidden laziness detected his shoes. Clean. This shows responsibility, his vibe, not suspicious. She even zoomed in dramatically when he greeted an elderly neighbor with respect. She murmured, adjusting the focus like a detective. Candidate shows promising husband qualities. Pass. Finally, before approving the candidate, she initiated what she proudly called Stage 3, comprehensive background check. That evening, she brought out her laptop, 2 notebooks, 3 pens, and 1 magnifying glass, just for dramatic effect. Her mother walked in and froze. Bisi, what are you doing? Mummy, please, I'm conducting a due diligence audit. The poor mother left the room, praying for the man. 1. Family investigation. Bisi visited his family secretly. She said she was conducting field research. When his mother welcomed her with warm jollof rice, and his siblings joked with her like they'd known her forever, Bisi wrote in her notebook. Family. Peaceful, loving, not suspiciously dramatic. Pass. 2. Financial scan. She checked his job. Stable. His ambitions. Realistic. His wallet. Present, but not pretending to be fatter than it was. She sighed in relief. Financial status. Not billionaire, but not liability. Pass. 3. Character interview. She interviewed his friends like she was hiring them too. Is he kind? Does he fight? Does he borrow money and vanish? Does he wash plate after eating? His friends insisted he was responsible and soft-hearted. One even whispered, he's the one that actually needs understanding to handle you. Bisi ignored that comment, but wrote it down. 4. Spiritual assessment. She followed him to church without warning. He didn't show off. He didn't pretend. He didn't shout unnecessary amen to impress her. Spiritual life, genuine. Pass. 5. Final internal review. Back home, Bisi spread all her notes on the table like a detective solving a case. She ticked every box. Then she paused, looked into the air, and said to herself, this man is dangerously qualified. Her mother was peeping from behind the curtain. Bisi, what is the verdict? Bisi closed the final file gently and announced, Mummy, he has passed all stages. I approve his application. Her mother screamed with joy. The neighbors screamed. The suitors she had previously rejected probably screamed somewhere too. Passed with flying colors. She reviewed her notes like an examiner marking high school exam scripts, and finally closed the folder. Mummy, she announced proudly, the candidate has passed all stages. I officially approve him. The happy ending. Months later, the two got married. At the wedding, when the pastor asked if she accepted him, Bisi smiled and replied, yes, he passed the interview and the binocular test. The entire congregation erupted in laughter. And that is how Bisi, the fearless CEO of Husband Recruitment, finally found love, not because she lowered her standards, but because the right candidate met them. Thanks for watching. Subscribe,